Hello YouTube, it's Sign here with Hobbies and Man once again, and today we're going to be doing another first impressions review of a manga. Today we're going to be looking at Captain Tsubasa Volume 1. Now, Captain Tsubasa is a very classic manga. It was a Shonen Jump manga at one point. I think it's still ongoing, and it follows, this kid called Tsubasa, and it's a very classic soccer series. It's not available in English as far as I know. It's one of these ones that has never been published in English, probably because soccer was not that important to Americans until relatively recently, right? So it's probably why that is. I would really like it to get published in English, but it's very unlikely given that there's 37 volumes just in the first series. And beyond that, I think there's 2 other series that are pretty long as well. So it's very unlikely that they'll ever come to the US, but I would really like it if they did. So Captain Tsubasa is written by Yoichi Takahashi. It's published by Panini Manga Mexico. You guys can see right there on the side. This is the first volume. It's a little tankobon size. It's very small. And this is from the early days of Panini Manga, so it didn't come with anything special. It doesn't have a dust jacket. It comes with the interior art of the tankobon on the inside flaps, which is kind of interesting. And it doesn't really have too much going for it. It has kind of this yellowish kind of paper. It's kind of like a cream color, which I think is actually better. It doesn't yellow as fast, but it definitely kind of gives off this like old look, which is interesting. And the demographic is shonen. Like I said, it was on the Shonen Jump magazine at one point. In Mexico, they note this by having these little Shonen Jump logos on there. And the genres are obviously sports, specifically soccer. And this is a coming-of-age story as well. At least I would consider it a coming-of-age story. And it does have an anime adaptation. In Mexico, this was super popular when I was a little boy. I think even my little cousins, who are 16 and 8, they still get to see a little bit of the series nowadays as well, because it's ongoing forever, I think. And it's subtitled, or called in Spanish, Super Campeones, as you guys can see right there. And yeah, it's really cool. So basically starts off with this this young boy. His name is Tsubasa. He's about 4 years old at the beginning of the story. And what happens is that, he's kind of going around playing with this ball. And somehow he ends up on the street, and this car is about to smash into him. But he manages to use the ball to protect himself and save himself from injury. And so he decides that the ball is his friend, and he spends all of his time playing with it. So he eventually develops a lot of good soccer skills, and no one plays around with him, or no one plays soccer with him, because when he was a kid, apparently soccer was really not that popular. It's kind of similar to the beginning of Haikyuu in that sense. Eventually, he moves to a new town where soccer is a big deal, and he ends up joining this middle school team. And there's this guy called Roberto, who shows up from Brazil. He's a Brazilian-Japanese guy. And he shows up, he has problems, and he's decided to train the next generation of soccer players. And he decides that he's going to train Tsubasa. So Roberto and Tsubasa join up with these kids from a school in order to train them up to battle against this other school in their city tournament or something. And it's really, really fun. We get to see most of the training in this first volume, and it ends right before their confrontation. And it's a really, really good book, actually. To me, it came off really, really nostalgic, so that's one thing in its favor. But other than that, I had not really realized that I hadn't ever seen this part of the story of Captain Tsubasa. I had already seen him when he was playing around when he was a middle schooler. It's really interesting. It also had this really great vibe to it. It talked about being friends with the ball and the power of, camaraderie and kind of interacting with other people, and how you need a team in order to be able to score points and stuff like that. It's really, really good. I actually really, really liked it. I thought it was really cute. The art style is old school. It kind of looks like Saint Seiya artwork. But it has its own flourishes and its own style. It's really, really good. I liked it a lot. It's very nostalgic. It's really interesting. It's also very completely new to me at the same time, even though it does feel nostalgic. And I just really loved it. I thought it was really, really enjoyable. I've been really loving every sports manga that I've read this month, which is really great. I had not really expected to do so. So having the opportunity to realize that I do like sports manga is really great. So that's really awesome. And that was Captain Tsubasa. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, please like, subscribe, and comment down below. Do all of that stuff. like always. And thank you guys very much for watching. See you guys later.